everyone, I'm Rose the Pixie, and today we're going to take a look at the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 characters. Now, I was a little skeptical at first because they're supposed to be 5-inch figures, and I was wondering, because I love Sonic the Hedgehog so much, I was wondering if they would fit in our 1/6 scale world because of their being like 5 inches and they're not like as tall as us and, depicted in the movies and stuff. So I wanted to open them up, take a closer look and see what they look like. So let's go ahead and do that. Starting off with Sonic the Hedgehog, because, why not? Now I do know they're kind of like, they've been out for a bit. So like you might have seen them before, but I kind of want to see how they work with like miniature stuff. And this ring is killing me right now. Let me turn that off. That light died forever ago. Give me just a second. All right, so it's back and I needed the ring light anyways. But this is the front of the packaging. It says his name, shows the figure and the other characters in the movie. The back gives you a description of Sonic. And shows that he has 22 points of articulation and the other characters in the line. Don't want Eggman because he's not going to be like really 1/6. I kind of do want Shadow and I do want Knuckles, but let's see what these look like first. So let's go ahead and pop him out. Oh, snap. I'm so sorry. So sorry, Mr. Hedgehog. Put that to the side. Does he just pop out? Does he? Yeah. Let him pop out. Go. Okay, so this is him out and everything. Wait a minute. What's happening with you? Oh, he has one of those little butterfly joints. That's cute. But anyways, this is him. He's adorable. Can we get him to stand on his own? Give me a second. I gotta play with his joints real quick. Kick. Oh, and you can't see anything. Hold on. That's a stand. Stand. Can I? Is it me? Am I the problem? Oh goodness. It's gonna oh, butterfly joint's kind of annoying. Okay, and then just rotate it down. Does it turn? See, I know this turns. I just wanted to see if you could oh, he can. Yay! So he does stand on his own, and up close, look at his little eyes. He's got those little, what is it? It's like little plastic over his eyes. They're supposed to be the following eyes or whatever, which is kind of creepy. He gives you a little smirk because he's smart. I don't like how his shoulder's doing this. I'm trying to turn this, but it's not listening. But anyways, and then he has these clear quills. I think this is the feature for when, because they have light up versions, but I did not want that at all. I do not want them shiny. Little fur details. And then his shoes, they're cute. I do have some discoloration right there, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal to me. Because I mean, truthfully, at a distance, who's gonna be like zeroing in on that little spot on his foot? There's some slight, paint leakage onto the yellow red part there. Otherwise, the detail on them, they look very shoey, little fabricy shoes. And then got the details. I don't know what the numbers means on the bottom, but yeah, he's got little pegs if you need to sit him down. I found his ears moved, but they don't. They look like they're supposed to. But anyways, so he can move at the head. He's got the butterfly joint at the shoulder, and then his arm can go up and down, but this one's not working with me like I would like. And I don't want to bend it too much because I don't want to break him. And then he has the swivel at the upper arm, a ball joint at the elbow, and then he turns at the wrist and go up and down, and his hand is open. The hands do look kind of crazy because of the way the thumb's positioned, because his hand's in a fist. And then he's got a little movement here. He can do a little winding and twerking or whatever. And then his arm not his arm, his leg can go about 4 there, back there. Got another little joint there, little cut there, so he can turn his knees. And his foot can pivot. I think that's the word I want to use. Like this. And then doesn't really go forward or back too much, but it does do it. So that's cute. I like him. All right, now we saw what he looked like. Let's see what his friend looks like. Move. All right, and so this one's tails. Packaging is like identical except for the name and the description and the picture right here on the back. But it does show these other 2 characters. I mean, well, yeah, other 2 characters. Because I don't have those ones. And he's only got 20 points of articulation. So let's see what he looks like out the box. I'm not going to torture you with how I drop and throw. Although I do want to mention, Sonic had literally nothing holding him in. And Tails has got these 2 little plastic stays here. They're like, this one's important, I guess. So this is Tails. I think he's so cute. And I really just had to see if I could put his hand in the motion where he's like typing on the computer, like type, 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 type. But, yeah, so he doesn't have the the waist or the splits on the arms or the legs, which I'm like, that's a lot less than 2 extra points of articulation, I guess. And then with his tail, I kind of was thinking it's supposed to, oh, it does. Never mind, it does. I was worried it wouldn't twist, but it doesn't go up and down. Like this part here doesn't go up and down. These parts, however, they look like they do. So like you can get them. Oh, I'm so scared. I don't want to break him. He's one of my favorite characters. And you can just pose him like this, like he's all bashful and shy. But mine does have like a little speck here in his ear. And he also has those glass eyes, little smiley face, and then they got the fur detail. And then they have his tails painted, and it looks like it was an extra piece or whatever, the way it's divided on. And his little gloves. And then his little shoes. And his shoes are just straight flat. Like they have no grip or grooves in the bottom of it. And little socks. His not lashes. What are those things called? Laces. And then he does have a little couple bits of extra paint, you know, spilling over to other things. As for his articulation, he can move at the head. And he can look up a little bit. He can look down. Not at all. Up a little. Down at all. Not at all. Side to side. Shoulder up, down. And it can go forward a smidge. Go back. He also has a little tiny butterfly joint there. And then his wrist can rotate and it bends along with his wrists and his fingers. And because his hands aren't like supposed to be in a fist, when you open his hand, it kind of looks a little nicer than Sonic's to me. But like, and his fist looks normal too, though. So it's kind of neat. He doesn't have any articulation here, but he does with his leg. Depending on how you have his tail, it goes, oh, it doesn't go back at all. But he can go forward, so he can sit. Siéntate aquí. And then at the knee, and then his legs tend to go back a little more than what Sonic's could do. I think that's because, you know, Tails do the fly thing. So if you wanted to pose him where he's looking like he's flying, it's easier. And his feet can also go side to side a little better too. I like Tails. He's so adorable. He's so cute. I like his tails because you can pose him like he's kind of leaning back. I mean, we would love for him to lean, you know, stand straight forward, but his tails are really heavy. I'm gonna be honest, I'm very impressed with the tails. Like, Tails is tails, if that makes sense. Like these, not him. Well, he's cute. He's adorable. But all right, now that we looked at them, I want to see how they size up to some of our 1/6 scale dolls, like Barbie, Monster High, and everything. We'll get them in a lineup like they all did something bad and whatever. Be back. Okay, so this is them next to some dolls that I have. That's this one right here is Meowserata. Am I saying her name right? Or is it Meowscata? Whatever. She's just from Gen 1. She's a little daughter of the Rat King. And she is one of the smaller, like, Monster High. She's not the original tall ones. She's from Gen 3. Catty. And then this is just Barbie. Classic made to move Barbie. I don't know. I feel like they should be like about here-ish. You didn't like I feel like about hip wise. Great skill. But you know, in a perfect world, that would be nice. But I think they still work. Like if you if you wanted them, you're a fan. I like them. I do think I might want to see if they want to work like a little bit with what are those things called? The mini stuff from Make It Minis and all that other stuff. Because their hands are, you know, still our size though, like the size of the other dolls, like maybe even a little bigger. See? Oh my gosh, how horrible is this shot? It's okay, but yeah. So let's see what they look like with those, because why not? So let's take a look with him and some of the minis. My favorite one was this pudding. Can you hold it? No, I don't think he has enough hand space. But to me, like individual pudding, because I'm not going to open it, but they're not attached up here. And if you shake it around, they're a little loose. So that means they're not together. So like pudding size, yeah. And then a bottle of water. Looks good. I don't know, the books might be a little too big, but it kind of works because they are small initially. And that's from the Harry Potter Make It Miniverse. Mini brands books, kind of the same. I mean, but they vary in size. Let me see if I can find one that's a different size. Goosebumps. You know, I feel like that works. They also might be good for the mini brands where like the sodas are like really big. No, those are massive for even them. Do I have one? Everybody wants a Fanta. Like a little Fanta drink. So I feel like with mini brands, some of the stuff could work, you know, as well. So I mean, like, I guess they kind of work, they kind of don't work. It just depends on how bad you want them to work. Overall, I think they're great figures. Personally, I would have liked them to be just a little bit more compatible with my 1/6 scale world. But, you know, maybe with the newer movie, they will. And of course, I want my Amy Rose because love her. And I really like Tails. Like, he's the cutest thing ever. And I kind of want the rest of them. Because I do love Sonic. I do like the fact that he can stand on his own. And you can pose him however you want to pose him. Stay. See? Pose them how you want them. They're so cute. I like them. Again, I just like them a little bigger. That's it. Outside of that, perfection. I love them. Tails is going to be my favorite because I've always thought he was cute if I couldn't play as Amy. But I do love Sonic. His storyline, everything about it. And when they were originally out, great price point. These were like $14. Now, you can probably still find Sonic for like $14.99 on like Amazon. But I had to pay like almost $30 for Tails. And I'm like, ugh. I should have got them when they first came out. So please don't wait, because little scalpers, they be out here. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and you have a great day. Bye.